no.
Yeah, so... Yeah, when the Baron had mentioned that he was too drunk to remember anything that night, and the fact that there was spilt wine and stuff in the room, he was definitely the one that wielded the candlestick, and the mother and daughter probably fled just to get away from his abuse. You probably looted everything in here, though.
Yeah, I just needed to double check. It doesn't always work that way. I'm gonna quickly get a bunch of these because we're never gonna go back to this area.
Mm-hmm.
And that torch turns off quick. And I'm not a fan. I understand it, but still. I almost kind of wish there was a permanent mutation you could get for Geralt that just gives him, like, low-light vision, so everything just seems vaguely daylight-ish.
Yeah, I suppose you have Cat, but that makes everything into almost the similar to the vision.
It makes everything kind of ghostly. It
makes everything like when you wear the one ring.
Yeah, which I think looks really cool.
Uh-oh. Bunch of drowners. Did they get all the people that had moored their boats here?
We close to the drowning.
Come on, come closer.
Oh, that didn't work.
Even more.
Yeah, they're defending a loot cache here.
Mm-hmm. I see it.
Ooh.
Ooh, what kind of vest is that?
Unsure.
Oh, what does that note say? Probably a guy, I think. Yep.
Dear Vessi, we
Oh, wait, no, it's Hannah?
Yep.
Oh. Dear Vessi, we couldn't afford to pay for ourselves and Patrick, so we've sent the young lad to you. I know things are tough your way, too, but you have 3 tykes of your own. So, know that if I didn't have to, I'd not ask this of you. But here in Velen, well, you wouldn't believe it if I told you. Please care for Patrick like your own son. We'll come back for him soon as the war's over. 1,000 thanks, Hannah. P.S. Patrick's got a sack of coin in his bags, enough to pay his guide what we agreed on. You shouldn't have to add anything of your own. P.P.S. Patrick's afraid of the dark. If you can, leave a candle burning by his bed. Oh, did he? That's him, isn't it? He never made it.
Yeah, 2 dead people.
Mm-hmm. So, is there a Vessi that you can talk to?
Unsure. I think that's just flavor text for who those characters were. I don't think we'll actually...
Be gone. Reaper's the only one he'll talk to now.
What did this man do to you?
Him? Nothing. Appeared in the village, looking to trade his ring for some bread.
But we've no food, none, because of the Black Ones. Trampled our fields, raided our granaries, burnt our orchards. So instead of bread, he'll get a noose.
Please, good folk, do you not have ears? I did not want this war. I have deserted to go home to my wife and child. Take everything I have, but spare my life.
Let him go.
Oh, sure. And maybe give him some fixings for the journey. Saddle up a horse for him.
Black Ones showed us no mercy. We show them none in return.
Tried it the nice way. Gotta try something different.
Get the Witcher. He's mates with the Black Ones.
Great. So I suppose it's 4 men for 1, but oh well.
At the same time,
These are bad guys.
Yeah, these are... I have zero interest in mob justice.
Mm-hmm. Looks like they've already hung a number of other people, too.
Yeah. Like, how many of these do you think are actually Nilfgaardians, and how many of them are just people they didn't like?
If you had not come...
If I'd not come, only one man would have died. Really going back to your wife?
Yes. She bore a child just before the war started. A girl. I named her Beatrice, after her grandmother. Why? Why did you help me?
Lynch mobs. Nothing good ever comes of them. Now go. Stay off the high roads and give any villages a wide berth until you cross the Aruga.
Yeah, I wonder where all those men belonged. Which village?
Yeah, I don't know. Could be Blackbow. Blackbow is the only nearby village. One way or another, doesn't matter too much to me. I am really not a fan of mob justice mentalities or lynch
I
mobs
know.
or anything like that.
And it was completely... Oh, water damage letter. Another one. Bert?
Bulk, I know you don't smuggle no more, but you've set aside plenty of coin and ain't interested in the risk. Just want to enjoy time with your wife and kiddies, but I gotta ask for a favor. I'm gonna move one more load, and it's the last, I promise. It's a simple job, couple of chests. Risk's minimal and the reward substantial. Please do it, and if not for the gold, at least for old time's sake. But yeah, I don't know. As far as like mob justice and mob mentality.
No. Like, they could have backed off and you could have helped the guy. But they decided to fight you on it. Yeah, that was the sunken treasure.
Yep. Might as well give you that. Plus there's drowners out here, at which point, I don't know.
If you swim out there when there's drowners, will they
just
drag you
tug on
under?
your legs? Yeah.
Oh, there actually is one patrolling the area.
Yeah.
Or two of them.
So the problem is...
Oh, there it is.
Just found that thing.
Okay, let's get out of here. Or the drowners drown you.
Well, I got plenty of breath in my breath meter. And so even if it tugs on my leg, won't be too much of an issue.
Oh, made it in and out without
Yep.
being scathed in the slightest.
But yeah, I guess mob justice for me has been kind of stuck in my head this whole year. Because we've had a lot of people kind of mob justicing one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I wouldn't say that even I've been on the receiving end, because obviously I haven't, but...
Get him! Come on!
I've definitely had some people, like, try and rile up, like, weird de facto mob justice style, like, inquisitions in comment sections before. It's really confusing.
Like that one guy who claimed that you had pre-played a game when you clearly hadn't.
Yeah, and he was just, like, very emphatic about...
I'm going to tell everyone that you're a cheat and you're just pretending you've played this game for the first time.
Yeah,
and
which, like,
what?
it's stupid, but I've seen enough of that kind of behavior that it's just spooky. Because all it takes is, like, a handful of people to, like, fervently believe something before it starts becoming real.
And the other thing, too, is with the way things go online, there are people that can edit tweets or other things to make it look like someone said something they never had. And actually, I really don't like things like deepfakes and stuff, because that's an instance where people are putting someone else's face to video. Like, even video evidence can't be taken seriously anymore.
Mm-hmm. Baby brother, I got your letter. The children are healthy, thank you. Little... Oh, actually, this is a woman.
Oh, Lasica. Yeah.
Baby brother, I got your letter. The children are healthy, thank you. Little Reclit's not so little anymore. He's almost as tall as my shoulder. Kit's sweet as ever. But enough small talk. I'm so glad that you were able to return to your own home. I'm worried, though. Are you sure those pirates have gone away for good? Best have eyes in the back of your head, and don't burn any lights at night, so that no one cruising the coast can spy on you. Your Lesica.
Oh. Cat School Gear Upgrade Diagrams, Part 3. So, more Witcher-related gear, I believe.
So, did the guy burn a fire and get killed by the pirates, or what happened there?
I don't know. They were just pirates inhabiting the camp. So, I don't really know who, what, or
so
why.
So he did get overrun by the pirates.
Maybe, possibly. But yeah, I guess the best examples of, like, mob mentality I can think of recently that have, like, truly bugged me. But, you want to move away from that?
Oh, smuggler's notes.
Those were the days. You'd smuggle a few bottles of hooch into Oxenfurt and then loiter about the dormitory selling it to students. Come away with a hefty sack of coin and they'd have their spirits fortified for study. Then along came Radovid, who shut down the university, chased the students away and positioned ballista on the riverbank to sink everything floating up or down the pontar, swans included.
Oh no, the poor swans!
I feel like we should probably set this Radovid guy on fire.
All that we've ever heard of Radovid is that he's nasty.
Yeah.
He's a deplorable human being.
There's not been a dark cloud yet that didn't have a silver lining. Yesterday I saw a brave soldier sink a merchant vessel. Went straight to the bottom it did, with its whole crew and its cargo. Shame about the men, really. But it would just as big of a shame let all those goods go to waste. So me and Martin will fish them out, ride them off and sell them. Maybe at last I'll have something to put in my pot.
Except he got killed by drowners. That's the story of this channel. People trying to cross it and then getting killed by pirates or drowners.
Yup. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that one, though. Level 18 seems a little out of my realm of possibility. We'll come back to some of these later. I really like this map.
Well, I suppose what you were getting at is we don't necessarily need to give specific things because that's not what this is about, but I suppose it would be referred to as cancel culture.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I mean, even beyond that, like, I can talk about one or two of these because it's not, like, you know, anything too personal, but, like, there's a game I'm really looking forward to called, Ooblets.
Oh, okay.
And, I'm really looking forward to it. It looks like it's going to be a very charming game. But they had the gall to put out a sassy, like, hey, we're going to be putting our game on the Epic Play Store, and a bunch of people got really, really mad about that. And
oh, right,
I was
because
on their
of
Discord before this happened, and so, like, the initial reaction was like, oh, really? Oh, well, you know, fine.
I mean, Epic gives you things too, and I know that people can say you're an Epic shill.
I am,
but
but like, I'm also a shill of good old games, of, I mean, pretty much everyone. I am very non-specific when it comes to who I shill for. Let's see, cage key. Let's read the bandits' notes. If bastards must have coin coming out of their arses. By every peasant I capture, no matter if he's lame, cross-eyed, or dumb as a rotten stump.
Wait a minute. These guys are selling people?
Yep. They need folk for the silver mine, they say. And no one ever lasts more than 2 months there anyway, so every hand helps. Fine by me, business is good. Only thing worrying me is that soon I'll have caught all the peasants around. Then who'll I sell?
Then the Nilfgaardians will just ransack the camp and force you guys into the mines.
Barber.
Thank ye, master. Ye saved my life. You ever come through Claywitch, you give us a holler. I'll shave ye and shear ye for free.
Cool, free barber.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
By shaving, they probably just mean taking off the beard again.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of different hairdos you can get in this game.
Huh, interesting. I don't mind his classic one, though.
Still hoping for a Snickers or Reese's sponsor. Me? Nah. Trader Joe's. Milk alternatives. I mean, technically...
Now, the kind of sponsor things that you could do would be... I mean, you've been starting to get gear. I mean, really,
yeah,
it was just mod mics.
I got an offer to promote one of those, like, racing gaming chairs.
Oh.
I got an email for that.
Didn't you turn it down because you didn't want a random chair sitting in our house?
No, this was like a couple days ago.
Oh, only a couple days ago?
Yeah, I've been sitting on this one hard. I'm not actually against, because you need a new chair anyway.
I mean, one could always need more chairs.
Yeah.
The question is it comfortable? But the other thing too is, are you allowed to say your honest opinion, or only a favorable one?
I'm sure I'd have to say somewhat favorable stuff, like if they're sending me a thing. Maybe not.
Because it's when people send you game keys, it's we've never been asked to parse our commentary, have we?
Yes. And I specifically don't play those.
Mm-hmm. I love how the horses get spared and are able to gallop off.
Every horse is a potential roach that that Geralt hasn't needed to ride yet. But yeah, I might honestly consider...
I mean, for a while we had done, what was it? Loot Crate?
Yeah.
Didn't Loot Crate fold?
Yeah, they went bankrupt.
I think part of it is Loot Crate was always a mixed bag. Because, I mean, literally it is a mixed bag, but it was one of those things where they would try to have themes.
The problem is it was garbage that you just didn't want for about the same price as it would cost to buy the thing.
Actually, how much would it have been per box per month?
Heck if I know.
Because I think you were technically getting a deal.
Yeah, but it's like...
Because I think... For instance, one box might have a Funko Pop and a couple of random,
but like a T-shirt and stuff. We only got a couple of them.
Yeah.
And like, from all of them,
we don't really like much of what we got.
Yeah, the stuff that we got was borderline useless.
Mm-hmm. But guess what? Going back to the whole art theft thing, though. So there have been specific loot boxes for, say, Harry Potter fans and stuff, and guess what they're doing? They are making merch using other people's fan art. Because if you think about it, imagine if you have to have a monthly box of pins, buttons, stickers, and a t-shirt every
trying to keep
single
up with that
month.
Sort of thing is tough.
It would be, and the thing is, it works with Loot Crate because they could draw from all of fandom. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Several different fandoms, but for these very specific loot boxes that are starting to come out, yeah, they're, unless they specifically contract people to make legitimate work for them, they've been stealing.
Man, it almost feels like I'm playing an MMO here, the amount of just like dudes I'm mowing through.
People are now talking about Funko Pops. I'm actually not very fond of Funko Pops, particularly the face shape and the eyes. But if there's a non-human Funko Pop with a really cool helmet or face mask, or if they are a creature of some sort, then I might consider getting some of them someday. Like if they're an alien. Like the Alien and Predator ones are cute. Various dragon characters, various creatures. I have seen people make really good repaints, though. Where if they repaint the eyes and a couple other aspects of them, then they actually look really nice.
Kill him, strip him, then dump him in a dip.
Dump me where? Missed that. I don't think I'm getting an answer on that one, am I? Stop backing away from me, boy. The other thing, to go back on like the cancel culture brigading thing.
Yeah.
The one thing that bothers me about a lot of it is it ends up actually
Promoting the person.
well, yeah, corroding the person, but no, I was gonna say it actually ends up wrecking the point. So like, say for example, yeah, you really want to do Blitz on Steam, but now you have all of these people that are super furious and like trying to punish the developers super hard. Suddenly, your voice gets lost in this massive just like assholes, and then like whatever point you might have had is lost through all of this screaming. I kind of had the same problem with Pokemon recently, how like it's just kind of become the Pokemon haters and the people that are still diehard fans.
Oh, I know this all about the Star Wars fandom. I know.
And so I've actually had to ban quite a lot of people that get really upset whenever we like dared question Pokemon Shield when we were playing it. And I realized not exactly mob mentality, but it was very much just kind of the like cover the eyes, cover the ears, go la la la.
And it sucks because we were there at the start. I was a, you know, doughy-eyed, what was it? Were we about 8 years old?
Yeah.
When Pokemon
I think
came
it was
out?
1998.
Something like that. And I got Pokemon Blue on the game. And that's the thing. People will say, but now you're just throwing your weight around as being the original generation and stuff. And you go, well, the thing is, you play 20 years of the same formulaic stuff, and it would be nice.
I get really excited whenever there's a new Monster Collection game that's actually really good. Like Monster Sanctuary, or World of Final Fantasy, or... I mean, even Temtem is a breath of fresh air, even if it is more of the same.
But then, on the other hand, you have series that are trying to fundamentally change the characters and the essence of it, and you go, whoa, 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 what are you doing now? That wouldn't happen in this universe.
Which what? Are we talking Star Wars?
Yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah. I'm mixed on it. I think the Disney acquisition for Star Wars was the end of me being a direct Star Wars fan. Now, I'm just a casual fan of that media in the same way that, say, I'm a fan of.
Which is terrible because I used to live and breathe Star Wars.
Yeah. I guess I just feel like there's a lot more kind of, what the hell is that? Oh.
But that's the thing, yeah, there are many other things. That's a Wraith, actually. But now there are so many other things that compete with it, and... Also, I'm tired of being disappointed at this point. But also, it's upsetting when you spend, you know, a good 20 years religiously reading books, watching movies, playing games and stuff, only for some new people to acquire it and go, hey, all that chronology and history and storylines and side characters and stuff that you grew up loving, well, guess what? They're no longer canon, and we're just gonna rewrite everything. I'm glad I have the chronology book at home. Because now I can always refer to that for the big, overarching, several thousand years worth of Star Wars history that has just been washed clean away.
is really hard. Come on, Moonwraith.
It's interesting how the wraiths are named after the time of day at which they appear.
Maybe the time of day also has something to do with
When they died? Maybe.
yeah. Okay, they start to heal. I'm in trouble. This might not. Yeah, this ain't worth it.
Really?
I just don't do enough damage. I was like, maybe I can just guts it. And the answer is yes, but it would have taken forever. And that ain't worth my time. By the way, completely unrelated, I had somebody that was upset that I can fast travel from anywhere. I was really surprised by that reaction. Let's see, where do we want to go? There's a lot down here. Defender of the Faith? No.
If you think about it, lacking fast travel means that you might run across stuff that you haven't before.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you've been through the same area several times over and
I
completed
just
everything
like
there.
It's just for me, like, I don't want to have to walk all the way like back from a place. Like, obviously
well, also it would definitely elongate the series.
Yeah, pointlessly too. Like, I'd understand somebody being like, don't turn on like auto explore the whole map. Like in Fallout, there's a couple of cheats you can turn on that you can just like it reveals the whole map for you. And
what's this guy?
What? That's it, Roach.
They're worshiping that weird old woman statue that we had earlier.
Lightning strike.
Ah. Right,
Come
because
on
they're those
now.
weird spirits.
What is this?
What are they doing? Drinking
Oh.
something?
It's a horse race.
Oh.
We'll do that in a second. I'll check that out. But then we could do horse racing. Now this is cheating, by the way. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Ghouls.
Oh, ghouls. They ransacked that carriage.
Oh, I got the explosive barrel. Aha! Wait, did that just finish them all off?
Maybe it blew up the other ones.
Ought to just destroy it.
I did not intend for that barrel to just finish the rest of them off, but hey, here we are. Anyway, so I was talking about cheating. Why is the Bloody Barons thing on? We'll find...
Why is it on fire? Did it
Yeah.
get...
Anyway.
It's probably being ransacked by an enemy force.
Can we talk?
Aye, long as it's short and to the point, 'cause I don't wag me tongue for jollies. They call me Radko. I arrange the horse races here. You must have heard talk. Wanna try? Say the word. Don't, sod off.
Want to sign up?
Don't need no signing. Long as you're here come sunset. And bring gold for the betting. Ah, finally here. Rules are simple. Choose who you're going to run against, make your wager, then ride to Blackbow and back. First the winner, second's a bleeding cunt. Got it? So, who you going to race? Stuttering Matko, Iron Arse Hans, or Black Bogdan?
Iron Arse Hans!
Iron Arse. Are you sure you're gonna win?
Let's see how that iron ass holds up. Come on, Hans.
Spent half my life on horseback. Other half on the backs of ponies. You can't beat me. Come on, let's set the wager and get racing.
So 1, money don't matter. 2,
Are you and Roach gonna be able to smoke him? What's going on? You can't. You're not gonna teleport. Go. Run the race legitimately.
bye.
Could use some hair of the hound. What have you got?
You hear? They found Margaret in the woods. Bloody something awful.
Is this the way? Oh, yeah. What was wrong with her?
Faster, beat you, faster. Got a ripe apple for
I am
you when we're
unsure.
through.
Oh no, a log. Did he run past you?
I'm actually kind of worried it bugged out. I might have missed a checkpoint or something.
Oh, you reached there first, right?
Felt
Think I
like
got it.
taking a shortcut, clever boy. We don't tolerate none of that shite.
You left the course.
I left the course for like half a second. What the shit?
So you're going back? Your
Yeah.
save's coming?
Which Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri
Ooh.
had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow.
I do like these cutscenes.
They're cool. There's a lot of them, and we're
And
only going to see some of them.
We're only going to
unfortunately.
see some of them because you have to stop. Wait, was the checkpoint when you lost?
Felt like taking it.
It's okay. I've got a slightly older save, but I'm
How
kind of
far back?
beginning the race.
Really?
Searching
Yeah.
for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old
Bah.
friend,
Ah.
Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken
Looks like
shelter
we'll have to
in
wait
his
through
hideout.
this.
The Witcher set off to
The
find
mage
it,
looks cool.
with Kira in tow.
He does, but he's probably part of the Wild Hunt.
Mm-hmm. If the Wild Hunt is comprised of
Let's see.
an
What if there's a
elven.
compilation of these scenes to watch? Oh, there absolutely is.
Oh,
They're incredible. I'd love to see more of them.
unless they have a cutscene function where you can see all of these after you're done playing the game, if you know what I mean.
Yep. Okay, so this is just back before we cleared out that nest.
Oh, so you're gonna have to clear it out.
Oh well. I think I'll skip the horse races though. I might do that on my own time because they just seem kind of fiddly. Mainly just like, I guess I turned a corner too tight and it skipped whatever the checkpoint is.
You ran through the woods
Lightning
just
strike.
a tiny bit,
Yeah. And I guess that's enough.
and it looped back onto the path. But the problem was you quote unquote took a shortcut. Watch out. Yep.
Geralt don't care. What's up, Roach? Time to go, probably. So not nearly as cool of a kill as last time, but that's fine. Anywho, ghoul nest. Let's see, Roach is just indestructible? Yeah,
Oh, ew.
what? Cool witchers stare at explosions. Alright, I want to do something a little bit different.
What?
Want to go into the town?
Which town?
We got 2 cities to go to. Yeah, let's go over here.
Why are we? We're so close to seeing why the Baron's house is on fire.
You know what? That completely slipped my mind. Family matters. Talk to the Baron. Oh. Right. I forgot that was the next step of the quest. Sorry. The whole building being on fire thing was just forgotten in the face of me being indignant.
About losing the horse race. Wait, was the bridge destroyed? Was there a bridge here
I
that
think
was
that-
solid, or that was always a
I think
destroyed
that bridge was always wrecked.
Okay.
Yeah, I never ever wanted to use the horses in Breath of the Wild because the horses could die. And that was something I never wanted to deal with.
Oh!
Castle's on fire!
Oh.
Ouch!
The stable's afire!
Y'all should be making a bucket brigade instead of just sitting around yelling "run."
Mm-hmm. Did they say that the stables had been set on fire, or that the whole castle
looks like
is?
it.